Hi angels, welcome back to another resin video. So I have made I think a few resin clutch bags before, and they didn't quite turn out that well. And this one, you know what? I think it turned out pretty good. It's cute, it's different, even though I made a mistake. I like how it turned out. So I got the mold from Amazon. It comes in 4 parts, and the top part is called the shaker part. So that part I'm gonna add on there some flowers and then some gold flakes. So I placed down there the flowers wrong because I thought that was supposed to be the upside, but it wasn't. But it still turned out cute. So I'm just adding on there all of the flowers that I want to be using, the dry pressed flowers, and obviously I got those from Amazon as well. And that little space that's missing some resin, I'm just gonna add some resin on there. And yeah, we're just adding on in there some flowers. That's basically the first step. This is super easy to make. I shouldn't say easy because I messed up on it. So, but the first step is easy. Adding on there flowers, flowers, flowers. We can fast forward this because you guys get the idea. So after I finished adding on there all of my flowers and all of the extra stuff, at the last minute I decided this looked a little too plain because I didn't have an idea of how I wanted the rest of the clutch bag to be. So I decided to just add on in there a little bit of some gold flakes. It took me a minute because the gold flakes kept on sticking onto everything. But I got it and it looks pretty good. And after that, I add on there a little bit of some extra resin to let everything dry and set. And obviously I let it dry for 24 hours. Oh, I think I add on in there some glitter as well. Yes, some glitter. I think that's about it. That's all I added. Okay, so for the rest of the clutch, I decided to mix up 3 different types of pink. It was like a peaches pink, a bubblegum pink, and then a pink. Have a pink makes sense. Also, I mixed up some gold flakes separately, so I'm just adding on there the gold flakes first on both of them because obviously it's 2 sides of the clutch, and then just add on in there the colors that I mixed. It didn't quite mix so well, but still turned out good. By the way, this mold doesn't hold a lot of resin, so when I was pouring it on there and it filled up right away, I was like, what? I don't remember it being like this. But it really doesn't take a lot of resin, and that's one thing that I love about it. I'm just making sure that it goes all around the edges and there's no space or anything like that. And I did it for both of them, and obviously this one I went a little too heavy on there, so I had to clean it up. And the clutch part actually dries, so I add a little bit of some extra resin from the bottom of the clutch onto there, which looks pretty good. And then the rest of the gold flakes I add on there as well. And then there was some spot that was missing, so I just add on there a little bit of some glitter. Some resin, I mean, not some glitter. And that's about it. You just let it dry for 24 hours, and then you just pop it out of the mold. And you're good to go. Alright, so it's in the morning, so let's see how these turn out. Oh my goodness. I messed up. So this is how it's supposed to face on the other mold or whatever. But you can obviously see that the flowers are laying on the back, so they're supposed to be laying on the front so you can see it, so that it can look like this. So interested. Can't believe I messed up. What was I thinking? Looks pretty good. Is anything breaking? I don't need to let it sit and fully harden, but this is how it looks. Alright, so this is the final step, and this is where I obviously messed up. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, obviously, you have to add a little bit of the resin in the gold chain area, and all of that right there is way too much resin. You just add a little bit and then just swirl it all the way around so that the resin can get all over. You actually don't need a ton of resin. You just need like a little bit. And I end up adding way too much. Like, all of that is just way too much resin, which messed me up in the end, which I'm still trying to scrape off all of the resin of the clutch bag even now. And obviously there's like a lot of crumbs and crabs and I'm messing it up, but you live and you learn from your mistakes. That's all I had to say. So the first mistake was adding way too much resin. The second mistake, I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously just pop those in quick and easy. Let it dry for 24 hours and you're good to go. So it's time to add a shaker part on there. I don't know why I add resin all over the top. I could have just added to the shaker part and then just pop it on there, and that would have just saved me so much time, but I don't know where my mind was. Like, I just made a ton of work for myself. Yeah. So I'm just adding the resin onto the top part and then just pop it on there, the second piece. And we can just call it a day. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-bum. I should just add resin to that part alone and then just pop it onto the mold and then everything would have been fine. And same thing with this one as well. Just add it to the top part instead of all of it. But it still looks good. I love the color on this one better. I mean, I guess the resin does add a little much shine to it, but you didn't have to do that. Yeah. And also let it dry for 24 hours and make sure that it's in the center and all of that good stuff. And after 24 hours, this is how it looks. So the center part of it, obviously I told you guys to add too much resin. So the center part of it was sticking on there. So I was like, okay, let me just separate it for a while so that the part wouldn't stick and I wouldn't be able to open up the mold. And then obviously the clutch part did not fully harden. So it just fell apart and I'm trying to reattach it and I can't really pull it off. And I need to scrape up the edges. It's just too much. I'm going to try to see if I can